it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, no, be not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The New York Giants taking on Jalen Hurts and the San Antonio Dreadnoughts.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
On play action, Lance. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Throwing his Lance on third down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Hurts to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. His throw is going to be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Giants much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They run for it with Harris, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it. It worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. What a surprise he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
They'll run on first down. Silver, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, Silver. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Lance.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This one, he stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a play fake. Lance, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Trey Lance, trash.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. This is Hines. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A big hole there. How about handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Hines, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Dreadnoughts have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. McCann's got it teed up. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd down at 7. Lance looking to throw it. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
You know, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A beautiful fake, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On 1st down, Silver, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing now is Lance. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
On second down, Silver, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down now, Silver, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Giants are going to jump back in front. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 8. Gonna give this time to the tailback. It'll be a gain of 3 on what should be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, putting some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run on first down. Hines. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, this is Harris. And running with power here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run with Harris. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right.
Trey Lance.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dreadnoughts have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's Lance to throw it. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. Well, they brought the lead into this third quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
Now Lance. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back out comes San Antonio. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. With Harris out of the shotgun. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running, because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Off of play action, here's Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Webster, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On 2nd down, Silver.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Lance steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a second down and 6. To throw, it's Lance. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you? Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
84 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offense.
Hurts fumbles it. They'll try the left side. It's Hines, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
I haven't been a defensive coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On second down, right back to Hines. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dreadnoughts are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. McCann's got it teed up. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Flushed out right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Going up top. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
yeah,
you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run here, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. It's not that often you see a 2-point try from that distance, and of course, it's not that often that it's successful, and it wasn't there.
And who added all this thinking to the game, right? Because now you got so much extra to consider. The penalty happens. Do you go for 2 from that spot now after the penalty? Or do you say we're going to kick it, which means they have to administer the penalty from the 20,
you would have been
from the
pushed
15.
back further. Yep.
Now you're back further. Can you make that one? It's a lot of extra stuff on what used to be a routine play.
Back out comes San Antonio. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 6 yards left on second down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Hines. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. On the give, this is Harris. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. McCann's got it teed up. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants now down by 12. And time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. The Lance going to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Hurts. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown! Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dreadnoughts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
McCann's got it teed up. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for San Antonio, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.